Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 141 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Back in the saddle with another greedier mode run, this time as Apollyon, so hopefully the Void will do us well today. 8W9A, 6N20. Been on a bit of a losing streak in these greedier mode videos for the past little bit. Lost his Lilith last time, which I really wasn't expecting. We came very close to a victory, but no cigar for us, unfortunately. Got some interesting stuff going on around here. Let's just go ahead and get started with what we got for right now, though. Got an increased tier rate thanks to Wire Coat Hanger, which is always a good thing to have right off the bat. And hopefully it won't stop there. Hopefully the spoils will keep on coming. Keep that train rolling. At any rate, I might seem a little loopy in this video. I mean, like, when do I ever seem not loopy, I guess would be the most appropriate question. But more so in this video just because I am exceedingly tired, and it was a struggle to even like want to come out and record this video. Normally I'm all ripe and ready to go and record after a long day at work, but today I was like, I really just want to take a nap, man. But I decided to take the high road. I know I need to get this video up, so here I am. Probably be up late today because I'm only recording this later in the day, but that's alright. That's the dedication to the cause that I have for you fine folk out there. Forsake my sleep schedule for a little bit of fun on your part, hopefully. A little bit of entertainment. We have a good time here at ArgonMatrix. At ArgonMatrix. ArgonMatrix has ceased being a person's name, or a person's username, I guess, and has become a place of being, or a state of mind, almost, you could say. See, I told you this commentary was going to be loopy. Like, what the fuck am I even talking about? ArgonMatrix is a state of mind. I need to go take some NyQuil or something. Although that might make it worse, admittedly. Is my cat actually rolling on the ground over there, or... No, she is, okay. For a minute, I thought I was hallucinating. Wouldn't be surprised in my current state of mind. At any rate, we're just about done with these first couple waves as Apollyon here. I don't exactly remember what was for sale in the shop, but there could be something of value here. Binky is actually probably our best bet. We can't afford it just yet, so I'm going to take the key and roll over to this treasure room for right now. Compound Fracture is totally fine by me. It might not be like a damage upgrade directly, but it's just a lot of fun, honestly. And then, yeah, we're probably going to want to take Binky. 9 volts is actually fairly tempting, but I don't know. The Void is kind of a hit or miss item a lot of the time. Oh god. I can't even hit the button now because I'll just die. I was like, I need to hit the button so that I don't have to face multiple bosses at once on just half a heart, but I can't do that, can I? So this run may meet an unfortunate end early on here, especially because we're going up against Ragman now. If I can beat him, though, in a timely fashion here, or not even a timely fashion, but just at all, then I'll be doing okay, because I can pick up Binky, we'll get our Spirit Heart. Bob's your fucking uncle. But for right now, let's just focus on dodging and not much else. Try and get those shots in there. We're doing a pretty significant amount of damage. Like, it feels like Compound Fracture is a damage upgrade, even though I know it's not. I know in my heart of hearts that it literally is not a damage upgrade. It does not change the damage stat whatsoever, but just feels so much more, I don't know, satisfying when these bones impact my enemies. Okay. Almost just walked right into my own death there, into my immediate demise. Let's try to avoid that. Stave that off as long as we can. We've had enough failure in these greedier videos up till now. So gonna go ahead and buy the Binky. Honestly, almost tempted to buy just like a red heart too to put me on a decent bit more HP. But I think for the time being we can chance a deal with the devil fight here. Okay. Don't hit me. Oh, come on. Wow, Dingle, you got Hawkeye there or something. That was crazy. He's just so accurate, and he's real happy about it too. All right, try it again. LZZ4, J4SW. I don't know, man. I've lost my mojo. Maybe I need to get back in action here. In this game in general, it's just I've lost some of my magic, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm too I'm too drunk on greed mode now. Like I don't, I'm not used to the game. Let's see what we got for pills here. We got pheromones and we got retrovision. Neither of those are really game changers per se, but it's good to know that they exist, I suppose. The D100 is an interesting beast. We could avoid that at some point, or we could just take the D100. But I might stay away from that, although the D100... you know, this might be the run. This might be a D100 type run. Because I'm in a D100 type state of mind, you know? They often tend to be some of the most crazy runs you can conjure up are D100 runs. And I'm in that sort of mood, I suppose. Provided I can actually survive long enough to get the money needed to make that happen. We have a little more HP to work with, thankfully, than we did on our previous run. Although I was having a good time on that previous run. We had good tier rate, good damage. I mean, damage was actually, like, literally just default, but again, compound fracture kind of made it feel different. It's just, you just wouldn't understand, man. It's not the same without compound fracture. Now I'm just firing regular-ass tears. Where's my bone tears at, man? Game, if you want to be really kind to me today, you don't even have to give me, like, a super great item in that treasure room. Just give me compound fracture again. I know I probably don't deserve it, because compound fracture is actually a pretty good item in and of itself. It doesn't constitute being super great, though, like I listed, so, or like I qualified. Alright, these waves are almost done. We got like 2 more to spawn in here. Oh god. See, this is the problem, is that like you say 2 more waves, but then do you really know what those waves are gonna be? It could just be like a fuck ton of enemies on each wave. Enemies that synergize, and enemies that oh, these goddamn spiders, dude. It's not the worst enemies I could imagine, but still. Take up so much real estate on the screen that no matter how much damage you're doing, I mean, not no matter how much damage you're doing, if I was doing like 10 damage at this point in the game, which would be unfathomable, really, then I wouldn't be worrying so much, but there we go. Any realistic amount of damage, I suppose. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I could take caffeine pill as well, get a nice little speed upgrade, but I really am thinking of saving up for the D100, especially seeing Kane's other eye there, or nearsighted friend, or whatever it's called. Gonna want to re-roll that, so... Alright, Pin is probably coming pretty quick here, fast and loose. Pin, you actually basically spelled my doom in the previous run, because you were the one that hit me down to half a heart and got me in that very panicked state of mind, which I think resulted in my ultimate death, even though it was technically Dingle that killed me. Okay. What's my deal with getting hit by Pin today, man? It's the easiest one to dodge. Even easier than Larry Jr. here, because Larry Jr. at least has a bit of randomness associated with his patterns, so just gotta be wary of that. Yeah, not only am I like tired and I'm a little hungry too, but it's also very hot. I mean, I know Zelos, you're listening to that and you're thinking, huh, this guy thinks he knows very hot. You're sitting out there in like 30-degree weather or whatever, 30 Celsius, of course. And I'm like, I'm here and it's probably like only like 25 or maybe even lower than that, but goddamn, I'm not used to it, is all I can say. I am very much a creature of cold climates most of the time. Crank that AC up all the way as much as you can, man, even if it's like 10 degrees outside. I mean, 10 is like very comfortable for me, actually. Probably anywhere between like 10 and 20 degrees is extremely comfortable. That's like my jam right there. Especially if it's overcast skies out, then you'll just... Those are the days I like to go out, not these bright-ass, sunny, long weekends and all that. Let's go ahead and pick up the D100. I'm gonna go hop over to Kane's Other Eye here and re-roll. So we have the apple on our person now. We also have Samson's chains here. Certainly not like the best reroll of all time, but you know, we can actually maybe use Samson's chain to get this tinted rock if we finagle it just so. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Alright. Can't use Samson's chains to open that, unfortunately. Yeah, so nothing immediately game busting from the D100, which is to be expected because we only had like a couple items to reroll there. And obviously as we get further into the game and have more and more items to reroll, it's going to be a little more defining, I suppose, a little more exciting every time you press that space bar. Let's see what happens. Just throw your fucking fate to the wolves. Pull a card from the deck of many things, if you will. We're just about done with this Larry Jr. fight, and then we'll see what our deal with the devil has to offer us. Hopefully something worthwhile. Our deals with the devil on greedier mode as of late have not been blowing the doors off necessarily. I don't know, maybe it's part of the booster pack thing that they did, because I know they buffed angel rooms to some extent, but that they also maybe nerf devil deals so they don't have items as often? Wouldn't that be something? Although it does not seem to be the case here. Okay. So first I have to deal with this asshole, which is actually pretty scary. He could pretty easily kill me if I'm not careful. Just because he's such an asshole. Can you stop dodging, you fucking weirdo? I hate that he can actually dodge. Like, he has the sentience and motor capabilities to know how to dodge my shots. It's not fair, man. Only I should be allowed to dodge. Okay, get him added. There we go. Okay. Got it taken care of. Do you take Maw of the Void? Do you take Pentagram? Do you take neither? Minu, she wants to chime in and apparently tell me to take both, which I think is pretty ill-advised, Minu. I don't know what you're talking about. She's a cat. She doesn't have any idea what she's talking about. We're going to go with Maw of the Void because it is a damage upgrade and a little bit more on top of that, but it does put us in a pretty scary circumstance right now. I think we can come back from it, personally. We just need luck to be on our side for a little bit here, get an HP upgrade somewhere along the way. For now, I'm going to go ahead and actually buy this red heart just to stave off death a little bit. I don't want to accidentally walk on the spike button or something on the next floor, restart a wave, and also die in the process. That'd be a little embarrassing. And we'll hopefully get a good opportunity to use Maw of the Void here. Alright, Minu, come on. Come on. She doesn't know what she wants half the time. She's gonna make like a loud meow here probably, and it's gonna sound like I'm like torturing the hell out of her, but I'm just picking her up and putting her on my lap because that's where she wants to be. She just doesn't know how to get there half the time. She's like just gonna sit there and meow at you until I get my way, basically. That's her train of thought from what I've been able to ascertain in our many years of friendship. Explosive diarrhea is a little scary, but it's okay. We also got a key out of the box, which gives us Robo Baby here. Gonna pick it up, just as another reroll target for the D100. That is another thing I have to consider, is that the D100 is actually gonna end up rerolling, Maw of the Void here, so gotta make the most of it while I can. I don't know, that's a good question now, because Maw of the Void is a very good item, so do you save the reroll for a later date, or do you just go for it like immediately here when it's about to spawn in? I think I'm going to go ahead and try, get some action out of Maw of the Void, and I'm just going to reroll, because that's what my heart told me to do. We got Eden's Blessing, we have Eve's Mascara, no more HP, or no extra HP, I should say. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm going to death card this, because that was unnerving. These portals could be pretty terrible. We do have extremely high damage, but Eve's Mascara kind of puts a little asterisk next to that damage. Regardless, as long as we can survive a couple more waves, we can actually get another reroll out of this, because it's not a garbage run by any stretch, but Eve's Mascara certainly gives it the potential to become a garbage run, if you know what I mean. If I just don't have luck on my side, I just really need to survive a couple more waves, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Not feeling this so much. Oh, there's a mimic there. Okay, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. We're dead. About par for the course, really. We're going to try again. Going to go as Apollyon. We actually did get Eden's Blessing on that last run, so we start with Tractor Beam, which I'm totally fine with. Tractor Beam is like one of those items that's not necessarily good, but it's like one of my personal favorites, you know, just for flavor, I guess. I don't know. Mom's Underwear, probably should have actually just voided that. Gotta remember that I have the void now instead of the D100, but life goes on. I'm not gonna sweat that one too much. Get some action out of this Demon Beggar maybe by the end of the floor. Probably gonna end up picking up Black Candle, because that is far and away the best item in that shop right now. And, you know, any opportunity I get to nullify Curse of the Blind before it even shows up, fine by me, dude. Fine by me, for sure. Because nothing kills, like, my mood in greed mode faster, or greedier mode, especially in greedier mode, than seeing, like, Curse of the Blind on the shop floor or something. It's like, oh, God. This is like I was hoping on this to be my last floor to make big plays, and then you have to go and just basically shit on all my dreams at once. And it's like, how could you do this to me, game? So cruel. Of course, sometimes it's not really going to matter that much because you'll already be set, and Curse of the Blind is just like, okay, I guess we're just not gonna worry about it because we're already set. But if you're not already set, if you're still looking for items, then Curse of the Blind kind of puts you in a bit of a stranglehold, I guess, where it's like you kind of have to pick up an item even though you don't know what it is, just in case it's something good. Because if you don't pick it up, and then you pick up nothing else for the rest of the game, you're kind of hooped, aren't you? I'm gonna die here again. Whew. Okay, let's take a step back for a moment. Let's pet the cat for good luck. I hear that's something to be considered in some cultures. Cats are good luck. This is a black cat though, so I don't know how lucky she could be. Let's take a step back, just reassess ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and exit here. I just want to see we're at a -10 win streak. Let's not let that go any further. This is probably like the lowest our win streak has been ever. And I know a lot of that was lost greedier mode runs, so I can't rely on that number too much to be too accurate in my play lately, but okay. This is the one to watch out for. This is the one where we make our stand. JKEA QJRB. All letter seed always bodes well or absolutely god-awful for me. We're going to find out which it is today. What do we start with? We start with an HP upgrade, which I am totally on board for. HP is the linchpin in these greedier mode runs a lot of the time, and you just don't even know it. Everyone's always fighting tooth and nail to get the next little bit of damage. They'll like, ooh, I see Bozo. That's a 0.01 damage upgrade. Gotta pick that up. Wait, what's that? I'm only at 2 heart containers, and there's also breakfast for sale? But Bozo's so much more interesting. No, sometimes you gotta go with the least interesting option. You know, sometimes you can be like, ooh, I could like go to the casino tonight and gamble away my $1,600 bonus that I got in vacation pay. But there's also like that side of you that's like, yeah, but you should like, you know, maybe just not do that and save that money for a new computer or something so that you can increase the productivity of your workflow by points, not even by point, but by like 25%. And it's like, yeah, but that's the boring way to do it, dog. Who cares about workflow? Do we have enough money on the ground to justify hitting the button? I do. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. I really just wanted at least 5 cents so I can get that key and get our treasure item. Plus, the room was getting a little crowded, and another wave was going to spawn pretty soon. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. That's what I've been told. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take all this money and see if there's something worth taking or worth voiding in the treasure room. Gotta really remember that void is a powerful player. Ball of Tar, I think, is takeable, because the slowing effect is actually, like, more valuable than you realize a lot of the time, especially when there's hordes of enemies to deal with, and especially when the hordes of enemies hunt you down like these guys do. The creep trail, as well as the actual like slowing shots themselves, can be pretty important a lot of the time. I'm gonna try and leave those guys, those rock busting guys, alone as much as possible so that they can hopefully help me out a little bit, because they actually deal damage to the enemies as well. So just gotta make sure to dodge their shots as effectively as possible. They oftentimes just like destroy themselves, I find. Okay, he's dead now. He's dead, Jim. What's that even a quote from? I don't know. He's dead, Jim. That's a quote from something. I know that's from somewhere, but couldn't tell you. It's another one of those many pop culture references that I freely quote, but never know where I'm quoting it from. Mostly just quoting it from other people that have quoted it from, possibly other people that have quoted it from the actual original source. Alright, gonna take this money, load it up at 6 cents here. We're 1 cent shy of where we'd normally be at this point. That is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and press the button. That was maybe not super advisable, but I think Steven is a fair enough challenge on his own. He has enough meat to him that I don't want to have to deal with a second boss at the same time. Especially when that second boss, like, it could be something easy. It could be just, like, a pin or a Monstro or what have you, Larry Jr. Even those have their little caveats, though, that make them a little more dangerous. But in turn, it could have also been, like, Ragman or Dingle or fucking The Haunt, Mega Fatty, who knows? Could have been a whole whack of things that I just would have been very unhappy to see. So I'm happy to just take my sweet-ass time and deal with Steven for right now. Not even the cool Steven. You're like the 7th least cool Steven that I know. There are so many people I know named Steven now that I think about it. Not like in real life mostly. I think I know maybe 0 people who are named Steven. No, I know at least one person named Steven in my life. But I'm talking more about like pop culture Stevens, you know, Steven Magnet, Steven Universe, Steve Buscemi, Steven Harper. All these Stevens. They're just all over the place, dude. It must have been a very common, like, thing to name your child back in the 1970s or something. Even though I know like half the Stevens I named right there were actually just like fake cartoon people, but it's okay. It's alright. So this is a little scary. Double polycephalus. I haven't been talking about it that much. I've just been trying to deal with it and hope to just sweep it under the rug a little bit as far as commentary goes, but I can handle it if I keep my head screwed on straight, which admittedly today is a bit of a tall ask for me. You know how some days you just like you know there's work to be done, but you just really want to ask, like, can I get a buy on this work today? Can I just like not do it instead? This is what I'm asking of you today. Give me a buy on this video. Like, the video's still gonna go up, obviously. You're watching it right now. But okay. Let's go ahead and start off by buying synth oil here. That's all we can do really on this floor, so I could fight through the deal with the devil. Live and let die. Okay. We have to fight Steven again. Thankfully, we have a little bit of a one-up with synth oil at least, but there's also Gemini thrown into the mix. Yeah, but what I was saying before, give me a buy on this video as far as gameplay goes. Like, obviously, I've not been playing up to snuff today. That much has been evident by the fact that I've lost like 3 or 4 runs so far in this video alone, not to mention like the previous video with Lilith, where I really probably should not have lost, but did anyway. It's a road bump. It's a road bump. It's a tough time in life. Not in my personal life, but just, you know, in my Isaac life. There are ups and downs, as there are in any sort of a video game or any hobby that you do for a long time. You always have rough spots. This is that for me. I need a buy for today. This is my sick day, as the metaphor goes, I suppose. So maybe I'll win this run, maybe I won't. We'll see. I'm not feeling super great about it so far. But admittedly, the run is still very, very young. We haven't even gotten past like the 2nd floor on any of our runs up to this point in the video. So let's see if we can make some magic happen. That is not very magical, but I think I will take the cube of meat, because oftentimes I don't take the cube of meat. I see it for sale in either the shop or the deal with the devil, and I'll be like, ooh, it's probably not worth taking, and then I end up regretting it, because I'm like, I wish I had an orbital right about now, so let's nip that in the bud right away, and just take the orbital, bite the bullet, dude. We'll also go ahead and take a safety pin here, evil range and shot speed up, but I'm more concerned with the black heart that we get out of it. So we got the car battery there, which I don't think really benefits us with Void, or the D6 here, which is another option that we may have to consider. It's one of our many possibilities for success on this run. So the D6 is an extremely potent spacebar item. I'm not a fan of these just like host waves. I don't like the hosts, man. Throwing off my mojo. Oh yeah, sure, throw bones at me. Just you know, taunt me with what I could have had if I had kept that compound fracture run. Not that I'm still bitter or anything. Not that I'm still eating bitters or anything. Okay, I need to ask you guys a question, because there are adults out there watching who probably know this better than I do. I've been working in an establishment that sells alcoholic beverages and alcohol-related products for the past 3.5 years or so, I believe. And we sell a product called bitters. And in all that time, I've had people ask me, hey, where are your bitters? And I'm like, oh, they're over here in this little weird fucking vial that looks like it belongs in a chemistry classroom. And they're like, cool, thanks. And I look at the bottle and it's like 42% alcohol, but it looks like fucking weird little black pellets of something, like fish food in there. What the fuck are bitters? Like, it's a very Googleable question, I know. I just never have. And I could like ask like my manager, like, what actually are bitters? Because she would know. She's very astute and knowledgeable when it comes to alcoholic things and all these things that you use to make various different refreshments. But like, it's eluded me up until now, and I really need an answer to this at some point. Bitters. Like, even if you Google it, I just don't want to Google it at this point because like I could and get the answer very easily, obviously. But I have too much pride for that. Is this guy still fucking alive up here? He's from the second wave. No, it's not I have too much pride. It's just I've gone for so long without Googling it that to Google it now, I guess maybe it is my pride. It would just be like shameful. It's like, why didn't you do that fucking 2 years ago or whatever? So even if you Google it vicariously for me, then I'm fine with that. I got a range and shot speed up from that. That was really not... Wasn't feeling that one. Thanks, Void. I mean, it's the first time I've used you in the entire video, so maybe you're just a little glum that you haven't gotten any spotlight up until now. But that's not the way to start off, man. I need... Next Void, I need either a Great Spacebar Item 2 Void or a, like a Damage and Tears upgrade. All in one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe bitters, maybe what they are, that's common knowledge. Maybe it's right in the name. Maybe it's just something that makes a drink more bitter, which I don't understand, but would, maybe some people really like bitter drinks. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and fight for our deal with the devil here, and hopefully not capitulate. We've done pretty well on this floor, at least, for having gone off on a tangent and not talking about the game basically whatsoever for the past couple minutes. We haven't taken a single hit on this floor, which I know I just jinxed it by saying that, but feeling pretty good about that, especially because we only have really the one damage upgrade in the form of synth oil. There was one point where we really should have taken damage when I got spawned in the middle of like a hollow body and should have just gotten annihilated, but I didn't. I actually annihilated him with my cube of meat, which was pretty sweet. It's a pretty good feeling, man. Feels good, mang. Okay, I should probably not be hanging out in these corners this much because I keep getting charged by these little silkworms. And it's really not beneficial to my success here. I still haven't gotten hit, but mind you, never say never. I haven't gotten hit. It's not that I will never get hit again. What if I did, though? What if it was like the last time I got hit in this run was the last time I ever got hit throughout the entire rest of this Let's Play ever? It's extraordinarily unlikely. And it also depends on whether you count self-inflicted damage as taking a hit, which depends on the context probably in this game, but usually I would not consider it taking a hit. Taking a hit from an enemy unintentionally. Well, that's what will constitute as a hit. But like, what if that was the last time? We may not know until I actually do take damage again. That would be really cool, but extremely, extremely unlikely. Especially because I'm probably just going to take damage in this room. I may just die in this room, quite frankly. But if I don't, seeing a lump of coal in my immediate future would be pretty awesome. The Head of Krampus would have been a great Void target if I had a Void charge active and ready to go, but I'm going to be a couple charges shy here. So it was not actually the last time I ever got hit, ever. Which, you know, is to be expected. But maybe that was the last time. Any time could be the last time I ever get hit. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind in general in life, is that, like, the one time you do something, it could be your last time ever doing that thing ever, so make it count. Not to put too much drama on it, but I'm going to go ahead and take the HP upgrade, take my own advice, and go with the safe option here, because car battery and D6 are both very, very interesting options, but I think the HP is a little more pressing at the moment. Let's go ahead and see what we got in our depths here. This is 2/3 of the way to spun, and the speed upgrade is actually pretty well appreciated too. Our shot speed is fucking off the charts, for the record. Oh god, there's a dime right there. A dime that's top of the line. I'll go ahead and play this guy a little bit here. I don't mind it so much, as long as he pays out with something halfway decent. We got a range downhill. I mean, that's not that terrible. Honestly, I still got pretty solid range. If I can get a bomb somehow, I'd be very happy to be able to access that stuff there. For now, we're not going to worry about it, and we're just going to go ahead and, well, we are going to worry about it a little bit. Maybe we can get a bomb out of here. No, we just get some money, which is going to be enough for our key. A key? Ooh, ekum bokum. Alright, we got E. coli here, which, while being 1/3 of the poop transformation, probably more worth voiding than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and fight these waves. There's an argument to be made, I'm sure, for stopping the waves mid-combat here and just going and voiding that right now, so I can get charges on my void for the next time I need to use it. But I think it's probably wiser at the HP that I'm at right now to just fight this out. God, I hate these champions, dude. These guys are already fast enough, and then when they're yellow champions and they got the speed upgrade, that's just a living nightmare right there. I'm just a Polyon, and life is a nightmare. I may need to press that button sooner than I realize. Oh my god. Okay, I almost had the dodge of the century there. Bow to me! I don't... I just walked into that guy. Okay, like I said, maybe need a buy for this video. Maybe it was not the appropriate time to record, but gosh darn it. Through hell or high water, we're going to persevere. We have plenty of greedier mode runs left to do still. Apollyon, Lilith, Lost. There was someone else here. Samson and Blue Baby. Not the greatest greedier mode success on our first round here, but we'll go ahead and keep on going around the circle again. Go back to Blue Baby, I suppose, in our next video. Or maybe we'll just have like a regular run just to throw some variety in here, because I know we need to get these greedier mode unlocks done, but perhaps it's wearing on me a little bit too much, just playing these constantly back to back to back. And I just need a refresher. It might be good for my psyche. Regardless, I'm going to get out of here for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and or comment down below. It really helps out the channel. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I post a single Isaac video every single day, so join me tomorrow for the next one. We'll have more greedier mode action. Maybe, maybe not. Tune in tomorrow to find out. For now, I'm going to get out of here, so have yourselves a good day. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.